Hello, All Out the One here. Welcome to another video review. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of lights. They've been around for a little while now, I believe about a year or so. They are what you call budget lights. I think they could safely be categorized as such. I think they're about 30 and 28 quid respectively, something along those lines. But we have the EMISAR D1S and the EMISAR D4. As far as I understand it, these lights are the product of the minds of a couple of flashlight enthusiasts from a flashlight forum who got together, collaborated and produced these lights and designed them. Two main things attracted me to these lights. One was their look. I really like the way they look, kind of cool, nice and minimal looking, just functional, just to do the job. Also folks, just a quick tangent, this is one of my oldest, bestest flashlights, the Zebra Light SC50 I believe it is. Just slight similarities there in my opinion, but you never know. Great minds can think alike, I suppose, although this one's been around for about 6, 7 or even slightly longer now, years. And side button operation, very similar. Second of all was obviously the price, and I was thinking for those prices why not try them out. As you all know, I am a bit of a flashlight geek anyway, so yeah, seemed like a good choice. So I went ahead and purchased one of each. Very different beam profiles in both, and I'll just go into the specs in just a second. But yeah, cool looking lights. So let's crack on with the specs. So let's have a look at the EMISAR D4 first. It's a fairly compact light, definitely easy to carry in a pocket. Comes with a nice solid clip, which is a stainless steel. The body itself is actually aluminium, and the dimensions are 94mm in length and 28mm at the head and 24mm on the body. So by all means a compact light, only weighs about 60 grams without a battery, so very lightweight too. As you can see, it has a quad emitter setup here with 4 XPL high LEDs. You can choose from various 3 different types of LEDs. I've gone for the ones with the highest output, so that's the XPL high, which gives you an overall output of 4,300 lumens or thereabouts. Interestingly, this light can actually run on a couple of different batteries, namely the included one, the standard one, is the 18650 rechargeable. Both these lights only run on unprotected cells, so a standard rechargeable lithium battery will not work, has to be unprotected. Protection is built into the light itself, so definitely use unprotected cells only. So that's the 18650 there, and as I said, this light's interesting because you can actually use it with various other batteries such as this, what's this called again? That's it, 18350. So basically it's a shorter battery, and you can buy additional sized bodies for the shorter cell. Obviously with the shorter cell you get much reduced run times, so bear that in mind. So here it is with the 18350 battery, much shorter, as you can see. There's the 18650, just the body, so definitely reduces overall length and is probably comparable to the famous Olight baton light, but obviously with 4 times as much output. Again, you have to use 18350 unprotected cells. The build quality overall on both these lights seems very nice. Anodizing looks good, and so far is holding up well. I have been treating these lights nicely, have not abused them. Regardless of battery or which of the two models of flashlights you're looking at, the operation is the same. All functions are accessed through single battery at the front here. You do have an additional lockout by simply loosening off the battery compartment a bit, and that disables the light. When you switch it on, it gives you 2 flashes to let you know that it's been connected. Now from off, you can press and hold, and this starts ramping up the brightness, and then you can let go when you've reached the correct level. Again, from full brightness you press and hold, and you can ramp down and then let go at the selected level of brightness that you need. Good thing about this, next time you just switch the light on, with one single click it will bring it back on at the selected level of brightness. So for example, let's ramp down to the lowest setting. As you can see, very small amount of light, I believe it's half a lumen, and now we'll switch off, and then when we press again it should come in at that same mode. As I said, the user interface is the same on either light. Interestingly, from off, if you double click, this will immediately bring it on to maximum output mode of 4,500 lumens, 4,300. There are a bunch of other functions which you access by from off clicking the button 2, 3, 4, 6 or 8 times, and depending on how many clicks you'll access the various modes, including a useful one that I find is 3 clicks, and now it's in a battery check mode. So the first series of flashes is the voltage followed by the point, whatever the voltage is. So in this case it's 1, 2, 3, 4, point 4.1. There we go. 3, 4, and then the 1. So I know the voltage of this battery is at 4.1, so practically fully charged. So 4 clicks from off gives you tactical mode, meaning that the light only stays on as long as you keep your finger on the button. At full brightness, should I say. 6 clicks gives you lockout mode, which means the battery is locked out and you cannot accidentally activate it. As I said, you do have the additional option of slightly unscrewing the tail cap to give you a physical lockout additional. Then 8 clicks from off gives you beacon mode, which will give you one not full bright blast but a fairly bright blast every 2 or 3 seconds. Great for marking your location or tents, for example. From off, if you give it 10 clicks, then you'll get into the thermal CFG mode, which basically allows you to check and vary the temperature at which the light ramps down at. I haven't found the need to adjust this so far. They've got it in the lowest mode, which is, I think it starts ramping down when it reaches 45 degrees Celsius, and I don't really want the light to get much hotter than that anyway, so I've just left it. But you can adjust the temperature safety point to a higher temperature, so you can run the light for longer periods in the highest mode. Personally, as I use this more for outdoors applications rather than everyday carry, I like to actually use it in conjunction with the 18650 battery, as you get much better run times, and obviously it can maintain the high mode for slightly longer periods with the larger battery. As you'll see in the later part of the video with the outdoors beam shots, the EMISAR D4 is a definite nice diffused light. Even at full brightness, it diffuses immediately because it has basically no reflector. It's practically a mule light. As you can see. So folks, now moving on to the EMISAR D1S, a completely different proposition. This is a pocket beastie light designed for throw, basically. I'll just give you the dimensions now. So it's 127 millimeters in length, 50 millimeters at the head, and 24 millimeters at the body. Definitely chunky. Does not come supplied with any clip or any way to attach it, so definitely in a pouch or pocket or bag, so that's a negative in that respect. Exactly the same user interface as the EMISAR D4, so just all operated from the single button again. Has all the same functions with regards to how many times you click the button. You can enter the various modes as I just explained with the smaller light. This one does not seem to want to run on 18350s, so I have tried to attach the smaller body to it, but it doesn't seem to have enough juice, I don't know why, to drive it, so just using it on 18650 battery. Again, unprotected, high drain. Just a much more chunky in the hand design. We have them next to each other. You can see it's like they've had the same body up to here and then just stuck an extra head on it. This is what it looks like to me. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good economical use of a design that was ready to go. Again, fit and finish on this is nice. The threading is all lovely and smooth, although it did just squeak at me there, but it goes very nicely, not gritty at all, and very easy to thread on and thread off. Obviously this little baby is just, as I said, designed for throw, so as you can imagine, extremely hot spot in the middle, and quite a nice usable aurora spill of light around the edge. Completely different beam profile, as you can imagine. Let's go for the D4, there we go. This one fizzles out after about 100 meters because it's got no focusing of the light beam, and this one can go for a good couple of 100 meters, but you'll see all that in the outdoor beam shot video after this one. So that's what they look like on the desktop. Technical specs, giving them to you basically. The EMISAR D4 is again running the XPL high to give you 1300 lumens. So basically 4 of those in there of the same type of LED, but definitely massively different applications for both of these. So that's the end of the tabletop part of the review, and please check out part 2 to see me walking around in the woods with some beam shots of these lights. So thanks for watching so far. Don't forget to give it a nice thumbs up if you have liked it or found it interesting. This is All Outdoor One signing out for now. Thanks for watching. Take care.